Welcome back to the Grenadier podcast, Real Estate Uncovered. Today I speak with Jack Andrews from Legato Creative about the importance of real estate photography and videography. You obviously love this business. Tell me what you love the most about it. Today, an absolute exclusive. Welcome back to the Grenadier podcast, Real Estate Uncovered. Well, welcome, Jack, from Legato Creative, the man normally behind the camera, but today we're putting him front and centre. A warm welcome.
Thank you, Lisa. Honestly, I do appreciate being here. So it's definitely a bit different for me. Usually I'm just over there watching, so it's a different feeling, but thank you.
Welcome to this wonderful studio. Oh, actually, it's your studio, right?
Yes, yeah, 100%. So we do the podcast up here. And I love it, actually. I look forward to it when we do it because you girls are a bunch of fun, so it's cool.
Jack, you are very involved with our Grenadier team. Tell us a little bit about the work you do.
So Legato Creative, we do property, photography, and videography mainly. We also do like social media stuff for some of the agents, and we've got quite a few Grenadier clients now. And yeah, we love it. It's super easy. We get to see so many properties. Talk to all of the Grenadier vendors as well, which is really, really cool. So yeah.
We love what you do because you help us market these properties, you know, both locally but also globally around the world. Mm-hmm. And there's such a high expectation from the public, from buyers, about the information they can get online. Tell us some advice for sellers. What would you suggest to sellers when they're looking at coming to market?
For sure, yeah. I mean, to be honest, whenever I rock up to a house, I'm quite sympathetic with the vendors because I know that they've been probably working their guts out to get their property ready. But having now done like 1,500 properties about, we've seen up some real common things that people miss,
right?
Or maybe places where people go a little bit overboard. So some of the things that people miss is in their bathrooms and stuff, less is more.
Yes.
So like bath mats, toothbrushes, bottles, take them all out.
Get rid of them.
Yeah,
yep.
It's very tempting to like style it yourself and put in like colourful bath mats that you may like. And that might look awesome in the open home, but it's a little bit different through the lens of the camera. Another thing is windows, is if you can clean the windows, massive difference.
Yes.
And if you're going to cut the grass first. Cut the grass and then do the windows.
Oh, that's good advice.
Yeah,
we don't want lawn clippings all over your window.
Exactly, right? Yeah. When my parents sold their house, they spent about a week getting it ready. And I said to them, I was like, you guys have to think of yourselves as the best paid cleaners on the planet right now. The work that you put in getting your house ready, you get back.
That's such good advice. And we don't want any toilet hole dolls and
No. I mean, to be honest, I've seen things across the board. I've seen some beautiful homes, and I've seen some quite gnarly ones as well. So,
and I think the thing is that for sellers, your home is now a show home. It's no longer your home anymore. Yep. It's a show home out to the marketplace, and it's got to look the absolute best it can look. Right?
Exactly, yeah, and it's tough. It's tough, I think, especially if they're still living there throughout the process of it getting sold.
Yes.
I mean, if it's vacant, get it staged.
Yeah,
100%.
Absolutely. Yeah. So tell me, when you go to a property, how do you approach, photos in terms of, do you like sunny days? Do you,
I actually like for photos, cloudy days.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah, right. It's kind of a funny paradox because it definitely looks better on cloudy days, and the agents are usually a little bit iffy about it, but the photos will always come out nicer. And the reason is that if you don't have that harsh sun, you don't get the shadows under the eaves, shadows from the plants and stuff reflecting onto the building. So, cloudy days is really nice for photos, but sunny days is really good for video.
Yes.
So when people do our video photo package, it's a little tough. You kind of get one or the other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or you do it over 2 days and pay a bit more.
Yeah, exactly.
And get the best of both.
Exactly, yeah.
And in terms of the videography, tell us what happens there and how long the video is and whether agents talk or not, like all of that.
It's up to the agent. I always try to get the agent in front of the camera, and they may not like it, and that's totally cool, but it's a skill and you learn it over time. Yeah. And, we had some agents start with us 2 years ago, and they were very, very uncomfortable in front of the camera, and you could tell. And just like watching them progress to now, where they just look so powerful on camera, it's quite a cool cool to watch that progression. So, on the day we get them to do their agent parts, and then we do 3 laps of the house.
Wow.
So we go around the house inside and out on one lens, inside and out the second lens, and then photo lap, and then drone at the end. So it's quite an intensive process. It takes about 2 hours and 15 minutes to do, and that produces a 1.5 minute video. So,
Fantastic. Yeah. So it's really high quality.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely have positioned ourselves probably higher in the market.
Yes.
And, some agents like that. And then we've obviously as well, we don't really cater to the low end of the market as much. But my thing with the marketing is that you're trying to make money when you sell your house. You're not trying to save money.
Yes.
And I think most of the Grenadier clients really understand that because, they're driven, they're hungry, and when they do their marketing, they're punching really, really hard,
Yeah, absolutely. And good marketing means we've got the opportunity of not just one buyer, but multiple buyers.
Yeah.
So we're obviously trying to capture as many people, both passive and active. And I think that's where video is so strong.
Yeah.
You could be sitting in an office in Chicago thinking in a year's time I might move back home to New Zealand. You could be, anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
And suddenly you see this video and you're like, wow, that's my home.
Yeah, I had this weird kind of thing about a year ago where we put our prices up about $100, and I felt so uncomfortable about doing it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, but when I really thought about it, I was like, actually, to be honest, I believe that if we do a really, really good video, it can make tens of thousands of dollars difference to the final product.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and so I was like, I thought about it like that, and it made me feel a lot better.
That's good. I know, it's always tough, right? You want to offer value, but honestly, just in terms of keeping up with technology, you need to do that in order to be able to give people the right tools.
Yes, exactly.
And you're so right. And, like we see owners perhaps paint their homes or do renovations and make it look amazing. But if you don't market it well, that investment in getting your home ready for market isn't going to get to its true potential if you don't market it.
Yeah, right. It's like the marketing's the last step in the process really of selling your home.
Yeah.
I mean, aside from all of the agent negotiations and things like that.
Yeah.
But why stop just short of the finish line?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely. And you only get one chance to do it properly. You want to make sure you've done everything you possibly can so that when the offer comes in, every possible person in the marketplace has seen it.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah.
In terms of price points, what sort of packages, what sort of spend would people need to consider?
So
an investment?
The video photo package that the majority of people use us for is 713.
Yep.
That's including GIST. So that includes photos that come through the next morning, the video, and drone photos, and drone video.
Yep.
And then photos are 345.
Yeah.
I always recommend doing the 713.
Yeah.
And if you really want to go all out, get the twilights as well. And so that's where we come back in the night and we do another 345 package.
Yeah.
And I recommend the twilights because not many people do it.
Yes.
And so while it's like kind of the same photos, when people are scrolling through Trade Me, there are some photos that just pop out. And while it's not going to sell the home, it's going to capture their attention and just drive them in to actually get more information. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it creates such a different mood, right?
Yeah, it's kind of vibey. Yeah, I to be honest, Twilight's my favorite thing to do because you wait until the light's fully balanced, and then you start shooting, and you can see it in the camera when you shoot. Like, oh, that's going to be a banger.
Wow.
So yeah, it's pretty cool.
And the good thing about that, Jack, is that mostly our open homes are during the day, right? So people never get to meet their home at night. Or their potential home.
Yeah.
And so you're giving them another window into how it might look at a different time of day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Are you considering the next step in your career? We're looking for passionate sales consultants to join us at Harcourt's Grenadier. We provide the support and resources to ensure you thrive in this exceptionally exciting industry. To find out more, visit careerinrealestate.co.nz. Any other considerations homeowners might need to make?
There's to me, it seems like anyhow, there's two types of vendors. One is the one that's really, really committed to making their home look awesome. And that's epic.
Yes.
But also, I think they need to realize that they're going to see things that no one else will see.
Yes.
There is a point where it's like, you've put in all of this effort.
Yeah.
You can let us do our job now. You've done so well,
Yes.
you know?
Yeah.
And then on the other side, there's people who haven't just quite gone far enough. So I think, you know, for the people that haven't quite gone far enough, there are those simple things to do, like doing the windows, that like cutting the grass, that for the minimum amount of effort, get the maximum amount of return.
What are you seeing as, you know, potential future trends, or how does technology assist you in what you're doing? What's happening?
Instagram Reels are starting to pop a lot.
Right.
So, yeah, and also
What, for those who don't know what a reel is, tell us
Reels
what a reel.
just like a video, but it's in vertical format. And so it's just like takes up more real estate space on the screen of a phone.
Yes.
And they're becoming more casual. So, you know, it's 2 years ago it was very formal, the way that the agent presents the home. My name is such and such. Welcome to such and such. Now it's kind of a bit more relaxed. So people are kind of sometimes doing walkthroughs. They're walking through the home, pointing things out.
Yeah.
It's like an intentionally slightly unpolished look, and that just kind of separates some of the content from other content.
And maybe it makes it a little bit more humanized.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly. And that's the goal, right? Is to make the agent a person behind the suit, because that they are, you know what I mean?
They have a personality.
They do. And honestly, I feel very blessed because when I go to work every day, most of my clients are friends.
In terms of your amazing company, I know you've had some good growth around the South Island. Tell us about what's happening for you.
Yep. So we've got two shooters here in Christchurch, and then one in Dunedin. And we're just actively hiring at the moment for another person to come on board in Christchurch, and then one to kind of start up in Nelson.
What sort of skill set do they need? We'll put it out there for you.
Yeah. To be honest, we can teach everything technical. It's just as
Right.
long as you're willing to work really, really hard.
Yes.
Work some crazy hours and be really good with people. Have some good conversations. Be willing to make friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
We love the work you do for us. Thank you so much. How do people get in touch with you?
Best thing to do is just to go onto our website. It's www.legato creative, Legato.
Thanks, Jack. Thanks for hosting our podcast.
My
and thank
pleasure.
you for all you do for Grenadier.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you so much for tuning into the Grenadier podcast. We hope you've enjoyed the show. Please give us 5 stars. We'd really appreciate it.